Hello and welcome into PB at Night. Very interesting day. Jacob has been having a lot of fun at CES. Let me see if I can bring up his picture. He was actually got to meet Leo Laporte, which is awesome.
My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of
There he is.
the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage.
So that's always cool.
Where the grapes of
This, of course, is Striper with Battle Hymn of the Republic. So this is PB at Night, episode 15. If you're new to the program, which I know many of you are, because we get a lot of, I wouldn't call them random, but a lot of different hits on YouTube because of the things that we talk about regarding, you know, the latest news and things. So every once in a while, we'll just kind of sit around and talk, interact with the chat room and things, but especially at nights like tonight when there's a lot of information that we need to get out, we'll do kind of a news recap show, and we do this Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays on live.pbcasttv.com at 7 o'clock Eastern, no, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I know some of you guys are wanting to watch other shows, so, and I want to watch some other shows too as well, so we'll see how fast we can go through these, but there are some good shows. And one other thing, we're still doing our live coverage from CES. Jacob had a hard time going live today for a few reasons, because he was kind of got trapped in a no 4G, and he was getting like really slow 3G, which is not good for streaming and things. So he was not able to go live. But if you stay tuned to twitter.com/pbcasttv, you will be able to know when Jacob goes live. Hopefully he'll get some airtime tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we're going to be recapping all the cool things that Jacob has seen at CES. If he gets any video or anything, we might show some of that off, and some other cool things like that. So for that reason, we're probably not going to be talking about too many things that have happened at CES, kind of saving that for Saturday morning. I'll tweet out the time, maybe Friday night. So still kind of not decided what we're going to do about that yet. But anyway, there was a very interesting story, and I kind of hate that we didn't get to break this yesterday, because it broke right around the time that we would be doing PB at Night. And it's this guy, Ted Williams. And I don't know if you've seen him, but this is kind of, and it's not a meme, but, you know, it's one of those videos that's making its way around YouTube and things. And Ted Williams was a guy that was found on the side of the road, and he was holding a sign that said, I have a God-given, here it is, let's see this, but he said, I don't want to misquote it, but anyway, the sign said something like, I have a God-given talent or voice or something, and, you know, I will use it for money or something. I don't know. He's kind of a guy that lived on the side of the road and things. So I'm just going to play this video, a short clip of it. Hopefully we won't get an ad.
The biggest names in news in exclusive one-on-one interview.
That ad plays. But anyway, he's a really cool guy, and this is a CBS News video here. So I think it's about to come up.
That's already gotten almost 3 million hits. It's of a homeless man in Columbus, Ohio, who panhandles on the side of the road. He carries a sign that says he's fallen on hard times and has a God-given gift of voice. Turns out it's exactly what he does have.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. And we'll be back with more right after these words.
And that man's name is Ted Williams, and he joins us exclusively here on the early show this morning. Ted, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and good morning to you too, sir.
I just want to hear you talk. Ted, just read something. It's, you know, first of all, congratulations. And let me just ask you right off the bat, what's it like to go from being homeless and on the side of the road with a sign in your hand to now overnight you are this sensation, and people can't get enough of you right now?
Oh my God, it's just sensational for mad at some motorists who would pass by.
It's kind of a cool thing. I'm just going to skip to the end because time constraint
little
things.
Mumbles.
Little did they know. Well,
yeah,
Ted, you know what?
yeah,
You've put us in great spirits today. Before we let you go, real
This is
quickly,
really
say
cool
now
right
batting
here.
for the Boston Red Sox, number 9, Ted Williams.
Now batting for the Boston Red Sox, number 9, Ted Williams.
Ted, congratulations to your success. Good to talk with you, okay? Go.
Man, does that guy have a voice or what? And it turns out that he is not, it's just not some random guy on the street. He went to school to be a broadcast major, especially in voice. He studied voiceovers and things. It's somewhere in the Cleveland area. And now, unfortunately, the Cavaliers couldn't offer him a job, but he's actually going to be announcing some of the games for the Cleveland Cavaliers, so you can look for him behind the microphone on Cavaliers radio. And also, he's going to be doing some voiceover work for ESPN on their NFL Films series that they like to do. So that's cool, and I really like that guy. Just got an excellent voice, and hey, I mean, it was a great find, and it's just really cool that that guy was able to be helped out, and maybe his fate's turned around now, so that's always cool. Our next story is Apple launched their Mac App Store today, and we've talked about this before on, I think we talked about it on Gadget Gurus and also Tech Weekly. Thursday's launch of the Mac App Store not only opens a new avenue for getting software onto your computer, but it also marks a big step forward for Mac gaming. While the Mac App Store now is open for business, gamers can download ports of iOS games previously only appearing on the Steam online gaming service and ports to Mac platform that have received little fanfare until now. And that's one of the Mac App Store's greatest advantages. In one place, you can find and download almost 200 games, and that's what they're touting right now. And it's pretty cool. I'm not that big of a fan of the Mac App Store. Well, I don't own a Mac, so I can't really talk that much about it. But I think it's bringing some free software that was normally free, and people are going to say, well, instead of letting it be free, since now we can sell it in the Mac App Store, let's charge like $2 for it or something. But one of the cool things, Twitter for Mac just came out today too. That was the newer version of Tweety, and I'm hearing good things about it. I think it's in the Mac App Store as well. But it is kind of cool. Like Angry Birds is on here, which is cool. I'm a big fan of Angry Birds, so kind of wish I could check that out. It also came to the PC yesterday as well via the Intel App Store, something like that, for netbooks or whatever. And iMovie, that's I was about to get to that, Carlo. iMovie is now sold separately, and so are all of the other iLife suite programs. And I think iMovie is like right above $10 or something, which that's kind of cool, because I know a lot of people don't want like iCal and what's the other one? iCal and iPhoto and all the other things that come with iLife. So you can get iMovie for $10 or a little bit over $10, and not have to pay, $100? Or if you get a new Mac, it's free, but whatever. You can easily upgrade to 2011 on the software that you like the most, so that's cool. I work in iLife, yeah. There's been a lot of talk about the NFL draft upcoming lately, and one of the biggest, actually the number one draft prospect that a lot of people were saying, especially in their minds, was Andrew Luck, and he is actually going to stay at Stanford. Now, granted, it's more than likely that his coach will be leaving. One of our stories down here is actually, where is it? There's Andrew Luck right there. But his coach Jim Harbaugh had a great career at Stanford, and the biddings are still continuing. And they're saying that the Dolphins, who haven't even fired their head coach Tony Sparano yet, are set to offer him up to $8 million a year, which would make him one of the higher-paid coaches in the NFL, which is a very interesting thing, especially for a first-time head coach coming out of college, which those guys rarely have success in their first season. So interesting that the Dolphins are ready to take a shot at him. Also, the Broncos are trying to make a late bid as well, so we're going to see where he'll go. But it's kind of interesting because if there is any chance that he will stay at Stanford, which is very slim, but I would really say that Andrew Luck would have to come back for them to do so. And a lot of people were saying he could be anointed as the savior for the Carolina Panthers. But as a matter of fact, he's going to stay for his senior season. And a lot of people are saying that he likes it in Stanford. And he wants to get his education, which is cool. I mean, that's awesome because, education, his education will always be there, even if his football career doesn't work. So I don't blame him. It would be hard to turn down $60 million or something, but geez. Actually, that's a lot of money, but anyway. So this is kind of an interesting story, and a lot of people are saying it could be the thing that we may see. This may be one of the sheer factors that we may see an iPhone 5 coming out. And Apple and AT&T have announced that they're going to drop the price for the iPhone 3GS to just $50 on a 2-year contract beginning January 7th. The offer is available to new customers signing a 2-year contract service agreement, and one's eligible for an upgrade. The pair said in a January 6th announcement, which I believe is today, that the iPhone 3GS is upgradable to iOS 4. Lets users talk and use applications in the same way and can hop onto any of AT&T's 23,000 plus Wi-Fi hotspots, combined with our new lower monthly data plans just beginning at $15 a month. So a lot of people are saying this could be, Apple and AT&T, well, actually more Apple, rarely lowers the prices, even on obsoleted hardware like the 3GS. And usually whenever they do that, they're set for a new iPhone launch, so we may be seeing that in the summer, which is kind of interesting. And hopefully it will support AT&T's new 4G LTE that they're calling it. And I saw a couple speed tests. They're actually getting up to 62, I think it was, megabits down, which is amazing for, I would love to have that at my house. I get like 30 something, 35, I guess, here. If I could get 60, that would be awesome. So that's cool. And some more tech news. I knew, I actually kind of could see this happening. Skype announced today that they had acquired QIK, which is a mobile streaming platform, and they had also moved over to mobile calling and things. Skype they have just acquired Quick, a fast-growing provider of mobile video software and services, according to an announcement made at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. The transaction is expected to close this month, and the terms will remain private, but other reports are saying it will be for over $100 million. And actually, this is kind of a blog post that was published earlier today. They're saying that some of the details have been released, and it could be up to $150 million, which is just mind-blowing. But for what Quick does, Quick is a very interesting thing. Jacob has talked about it before, and I think it might be worth it for him. Another story here. I had, a lot of people had said a lot of coaching changes were going to happen, and one of the main places that a coaching change could be happening is in Dallas, but the Dallas Cowboys have decided to also take the interim head coach title off of Jason Garrett's title. I guess, I don't know. But anyway, and he will be the 8th coach in Cowboys history. I don't think we have a number here for what he's going to be paid yet, but he took over a 1-7 team at the middle of the season and led them to a 5-3 record in the second half of the season. He had 8 games to state his case, and Jerry Jones was happy with him, and he was actually the backup quarterback to Troy Aikman, and it's actually the first Dallas Cowboys head coach to have actually played for the franchise, which is kind of hard to believe, but he could be a good fit. And our last story for the day, we talked about Yao Ming a couple weeks ago, going to have surgery on his stress fracture in his ankle. Yao admits he's unsure about his futures. The Rocket Center faces 7 to 10 months of rehab after his latest surgery. His surgery did go well, but it's in a really bad place that just is not good at all for rehabbing and things. So I wish him all the best, but it's going to be pretty hard for him to come back, and we had talked earlier in the year, in I think it was November maybe, that this happened, that he could be out for that he could have played his last game of his career. So we got through a lot of stories, just over 15 minutes right now. Thank you for joining us on PB at Night. I'm loving doing this show. I love just doing shows, kind of sitting back and just doing them during the week. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/pbcasttv. Like I said, that is where you will know whenever we will go live, and whenever Jacob will go live from the floor at CES in Las Vegas. Look for that tomorrow if you're going to be at home between 9 and 4 Pacific Standard Time, which would be 7 and 2 Central Time, and 7 and 2 and 8 and 3 Eastern Time. Sorry, it took me a while to get all those conversions, but live.pbcasttv.com will be where he's going to be going live. So if you would like to tune your browser there, if you'd like to keep a little close eye on that, that would be great. pbcasttv.com is where we're going to post all of our CES content as that rolls in. Like I said, we're going to be doing a live Tech Weekly episode from the show floor if Jacob can get an internet connection on Saturday morning. Jacob's going to be going to a couple parties tonight, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what he gets out of there. I think he's going to... No, he went to the Nissan party last night. I think he may be going to the Mashable party tonight. Not quite sure if he got tickets to that or not. He had also talked about going to maybe an Intel party or something like that. So you can also follow Jacob on Twitter over at twitter.com/freakinghuge, FREAKINHUGE. Sorry. And you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones. YouTube.com/pbcasttv is where we post all of our videos, including all of our tech-related videos. I just posted a video today of the unboxing of the Microsoft Arc keyboard. Like I said, one of my New Year's resolutions, I guess you could say, is I'm going to try to get back into doing a lot more YouTube videos, which is probably going to be about 3 a week, plus all of our podcasts. So that's going to be a lot of work, but I really want to gain a subscriber base on YouTube, and I think unboxings and things are going to do it for us. Quality unboxings, let me rephrase that, which some of our other ones have not been. So that pretty much does it for this episode. I thank you for joining us, and I guess we will see you on Saturday. We'll see you on Monday for Gadget Gurus. I'm not sure. I think Jacob might be on his commute home, so I'm not sure about that. We'll probably talk about that in depth on Saturday. And we'll see you back on Monday for another episode of PB at Night. So until next time, guys, hope you have a very safe weekend. I know it's Thursday night for everyone who's watching live or watching it the night that's posted, but this is our last time we see you. So I hope you have a very safe weekend. I know it's going to snow around here, hopefully. And also, Monday night will be the BCS National Championship game. So, excuse me, we will have some coverage of that. We may actually just make a whole episode out of it. Not sure yet. So until next time, guys, I'm Nick Jones. Hope to see you soon. Peace.